What's up? What's up? What's up? Thanks for viewing. Like, subscribe. We back. Coney Island Chronicles, Detroit finest. Like that you appreciate, what's going on. Here's another one. This is my man Dave Lemons, right? Snake Alley, you know what I'm saying? We going down in the trenches down on the boulevard, So, my man Dave Lemons, another good brother, you know what I'm saying? Wear that hard on they dang on sleeve. Extend that hand whenever they need to. Give you some good counseling in the streets. Back then, it was rough, right? So it really wasn't no timid. Timid, you can't show that. Emotions, you got to kind of like snuff those. Arguing get you knocked out. Not listening get you left. Not showing no respect might get you killed. Talking when ain't nobody talking to you might get you smacked. Hey, it was so serious, you step on somebody's shoe, they probably kill you, right? This in the 80s, this when Detroit was the capital, the murder capital, right? So it really wasn't no such thing as no respect. Families stuck together. This was when families was like deep, it'd be like 8 families, big families on the street. Maybe the Johnsons, the Matthews, the Nelsons, the Cunninghams, whatever. And some of them families, they be deep, you know what I'm saying? And it have mad cousins, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't playing about their loved one. So Dave was a dude that I ran across when I say I was about 11, 12, right? I'll say this is around 85, 86, right? So 85, 86, basically the mentality was everybody was happy and celebrating this new found money product, narcotic that'll change your life overnight, right? And, some people was using the narcotic because it was a stimulant, something new. So a lot of people kind of like jumped on the bandwagon and kind of got caught up on that dang on wagon and had to go and rehabilitate, all type of stuff because it was real like that. And this wasn't just for my household. It was basically some of everybody's household had this problem going on. So now Dave, he was a hustling dude. He probably was 16, 17 when I met him, right? Had a scar in his face right here, right? Always kept his fade. Back then, guys was wearing mink vests, right? Guys was wearing bulletproof vests as well. The same fashion statements, guys want to look smooth, play their part. But Dave, on the other hand, was a different type of mongoose out here, right? So all the things that I was referring to that'll get you put in your place, this was the guy that was known for putting people in their place. Now, not saying nobody was punks and chumps or weak and soft or cowards, but people knew who and not to do or say certain things about because the word to get back, and back then, hey, confrontation was the easiest thing to dang gonna get into, especially if you got somebody's name in your mouth and you ain't supposed to be, talking about whatever it is. Dave, wild dude, you know what I'm saying? First dude I seen with a Glock, right? This in 86. Police don't even got Glocks. He got the plastic Glock, right? He was a lieutenant for the Chambers. in 1350. You know what I'm saying? 1350 was a popular building on East Grand Boulevard. They call it 1350 because that's the actual address. You know what I'm saying? So this building was, you know, like a mecca. So when they made New Jack City, they was mimicking 1350, the building, right? Another story, get back to it later. But Dave was the lieutenant in there. Kind of like how G Money was in the real movie. Dave was like that. So Dave, Fats, it was a whole bunch of them that was lieutenants that was getting major money, riding caddies, riding IROCs, riding Volvos, riding Cherokees, riding Saabs, riding Mustangs, Camaros, Firebirds, Trans Ams, you know, things that guys like to play with. So Dave, he was one of the guys, right? He was more of a principle guy, you know what I'm saying? And if it came down to being disciplined, you know, he was the one that'd come through and handle his business on guys because his reputation really meant a lot to him, right? So he had this one lady that I dearly love. She like a sister to me, you know what I'm saying? Tammy, what's going on? Bati, Shirai, over at TNT, they call it now Crystal Corner, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of grew up in that place when Booney ran it, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Booney, R.I.P. You know, we going down in the trenches with this here because, you know, this Snake Alley. So, and we talking about one of the coldest that ran down through there, you know what I'm saying? Got to give respect where respect is due. Detroit's finest, Day Limits. And like I say, he was always about his principles, you know what I'm saying? So I can remember one time, right, we out in front of the store called the One-Armed Bandit. We called it the One-Armed Bandit because the owner actually did just have one arm. You know what I'm saying? He worked the cash register and everything with one arm. And we knew him, Dave, you know, in the hood, black owned, you know, a pioneer in the hood, had his own little beer and wine store in the neighborhood, video games and all that, you know. So we used to hang out in front of there a lot, you know, hustling and shit on the corner. And one day, it's like 7 or 8 of us out there, and we all gathered around, you know, in our little cipher, talking our smack, disappearing out the cipher, going to make our little transactions, getting our little currency game on, right? So in the midst of us just chilling, conversating, talking our smack, Dave reflect on something, and one of the guys must have owed it him. So in the course of this guy keep dipping out the cipher, going to make transactions, he ain't brought none of this money back. And Dave just standing there looking at him, right? So I don't know what the sack was that guy had or whatever, but we basically just watched him, you know, do his thing. You know, everybody doing their thing, but Dave is watching him specifically because he owed Dave. So Dave let him finish making all his sales and all that, right? We all laughing, giggling, drinking Old E's, you know, because Old English was the thing back then. So we all huddled, laughing, drinking our beer. Up, jump up. Dave got a big ass mag and dog face. Run all the money. Give me that. Get down. Don't even, just give it here. Everybody, we all like, what the fuck is going on? Give it here. Pockets, run them. Took chain. Took pockets. Right? Push in the face. Motherfucker. You don't be doing all that and ain't gave me my hookup, man. What is wrong with you, bro? Say something I don't like. Oh, Dave, dog. I ain't. So, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Call a spade, and that's what it be. Whether it be through this way or through treacherous ways. Because, you know, these guys, I'm talking about these wolves, right? We ain't talking about just a common, you know, guy. We talking about a guy that really got a principle, standard, stern, direct, confrontational about his business and ain't intimidated by nothing. By nothing. Young, black, and crazy. Young, black, and crazy. So I used to hang with this guy, like literally. And people used to be saying, you know, little dog, you better watch what you're doing. You don't need to be around here, man. This, that, the third, and bloom, bloom, bloom. He a bad guy. He a bad influence. He gonna show you this and show you that, da, 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 da. But little did they know, I was already wanting to get off into these streets. Like, I've been wanting to be off in the streets. That's what I wanted to do. Like, when they say, what you want to be when you grow up? I'm like, shit, be a hustler. So I got to learn. So, another night, me and Dave, it was a guy named Tony White. He dead now. God bless your soul, homie. But he had a spot on Field. Me and Dave go around there. I don't even know what's going on. We get around here. Dave hollering up on the top floor to the guy. Hey, so-and-so, come on, holler at me, man. This, that, and the third. The guy is hollering from inside because it's a door up there. He like, man, go on, man. Ain't nobody messing with you, Dave. Ain't nobody messing with you. This nigga climbed the whole balcony. Like he climbed up there. Went up in there. I just hear, oh, man, what's going on? And this nigga saying, man, why you acting like that, man? Ain't nobody finna do nothing to you, man. You tripping, man. I told you to come open the door. Can you imagine you sitting up somewhere thinking you comfortable and the motherfucker just come through the upstairs door? Talking about why you acting a certain way? So we up in here. I hear a little, you know, little slight tussle. Ooh, 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 ah, ah. I hear a rat. Where is it? I'm standing outside like, what the world? I'm a kid, though. I don't really know these is crimes. I don't get it, right? I get it, but I don't get it. But I'm learning, and I'm observing, and I'm seeing some of these niggas out here is wow. It don't matter about your paper. It don't matter about your reputation. It don't matter. To some of these dudes, you just something that to be ate and fessed on. So, this dude come walking out the actual door. Come on, man, let's go. He got a long shotgun. We go around to the one-armed bandit and laugh about the situation, right? Nothing happened. Call a spade, I guess, right? Boom. My baby run into an unfortunate situation, get locked up. He get 4 years. In the course of his 4 years, my little bud of a flower, it done blossom. I'm like considered the man now. I lay demonstrations now. Before he come home, though, I get locked up. I get locked up. So I'm fighting my case. I'm going through my case. And I had another case in another county, so they sent me over to another county. I get over to the other county and I call my people. I'm hollering at one of my homies, my big bro Rob. What's up, man? This, that, and the third. Dog out. Dog want to get in touch with you. Dog want to know where you at. Dog says get in touch with him 911 when you can. Here go his information. Give me the number and everything, right? But shit, I'm in the county. I really can't work these phones like that, so I just get a number to my wife. Hey, try to catch him and let him know that who you is and what's what, da-da-da. And I'll be to holler at him because I'm figuring I'm going to beat this case. So I was down in that county probably about a month and a half. I leave from that county and come back down to Detroit. I get on the county, go through the processing and all that, go to quarantine. My man in quarantine. I ain't seen him in years. What's up, my baby? Where your witness at? It's in the middle of the night. My baby say, dig, man, I got 2. I'ma beat him, though. Already know. Make sure you send that information. I got you. Detroit finest type stuff, right? He go to court, come back on the rock. I thought you was leaving. Oh, man, that ain't nothing. I'll be out of here. Don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it. Next couple days, he go to court. He gone. We embraced that morning, you know, talk our little smack over the little breakfast that they give all the people that's leaving for court that morning. And we, hey, yeah. So like a week passed. My wife, she like, I don't get no answer from that number. I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm going to call my mans, right? So I get in touch with my other mellow. I call him. I'm like, what's up, my baby? I'm in the county. On the same rock. Because the county was packed. So they was taking all day to get people to the rock. So I was still on the actual quarantine rock that I just had seen my man on. And my man tell me, oh, I just come from a funeral. Who funeral? Dave Lemons, man. What? Yeah, man. Somebody hit him a couple times in the head. So, the moral to this story is, even though you might have hustling potentials and all that, you really could be just like a robber, a certain type of person. Hustling ain't for you. You more of a robber. More of aggressive, right? Like Tony Montana, but just aggressive. Well, I won't even say Tony Montana because that's a figment of Hollywood's imagination. This right here ain't no figment of nobody's imagination. This is real. And they murdered him. But come to find out, he had got himself into a situation where, once again, he was standing on a certain principle. And in his mind, apparently this person was not worthy or whatever the case may be. So he took it. And whoever the guy was affiliated with or whatever the case may be, I guess, you know, karma comes back around. So my man Dave, like, I know your heart, I know your mind. When we was together, I know like what you was on was survival, you know, warrior status to the utmost. And you taught me how to do a lot of that surviving technique when it comes to approaching these imps. Fortunately, I get a second chance. And out of respect, I got to say to my man, much love, much respect. He was always a part of everything. You still is. I think about you. I hear your conversations. I could see you when you looked up from that dang on blanket and you seen that it was me. I thought I had seen a ghost, because I'm like, ain't no way you sitting in here and I just was hearing you in the street. But I appreciate that God blessed me to even have that last moment with you, to be able to just hear you in your element, doing what you like to do. No matter how anybody put it, you was a force to be reckoned with. You came, you sprinkled, you laid your sauce, and God called you home, man. And I'm grateful that I was able to get to know you and meet you and entertain with you, and you know, because it taught me how not to never fold. And if it's something, destroy it. Coney Island Chronicles, Day Limit, Eastside, Snake Alley all day. 313, like, comment, subscribe, share.